away.
Oh, come ye lads and lassies bold, I'll sing ye tale from days of old, where goblins crept neath stone and tree, in thunder rift by shadowed lea. The village wept their treasure lost, the scepter true at bloody cost, stolen by a thief of name, a raven cloaked in fear and flame. Raise your steel and sound the horn, for justice rides with blades reborn. O'er ruins, halls, and dungeons' breath, we march to face the thief of death. From Kleinen's Vale the call went wide, for those who'd walk where shadows bide. They braved a keep beneath the ground, where traps and beasts in dark abound. The goblins jeered behind their doors, with wolves that prowled the silent floors. But bold were they who dared descend to seek the scepter's rightful end. Now whispers tell of Raven's lair, with treasure deep and none to spare. But none can say what fate befell, for some return and some won't tell. So mark the maps and load the blade, for tales grow dim when heroes fade. And should you dream of fame or gold, the Raven's ruin waits still cold. Raise your steel and sound the horn, for justice rides with blades reborn. O'er ruins, halls, and dungeons' breath, we march to face the thief of death. But hush now, friends, the night grows deep, and not all secrets rest in sleep.
Across the dust, the twilight weeps, where nomads march and silence keeps. A shadow grows beyond the dune, the master's will, a rising tune. They came as riders cloaked in flame, the signs were there, none spoke his name. But brave hearts rode from Darrakin's gate, to pierce the veil and challenge fate. Raise the banner, sound the clarion's call. Through fire and fear, sand and bone, we shall not fall. From darkest halls to mountain sides, the red arrow rides, the red arrow rides. Batters away at blackened shield, the desert's master will never yield. Through Hule's dark lands the heroes crept, where secrets bled and serpents slept. The temple stood like fate's own pyre, its priests fed lies to blood and fire. A mask of peace, a god of war, they struck the heart, but he endured. And what they felled would rise once more, a warlord knocking at the door. Raise the banner, steel and pride, the nation stir, the stars align. By shield and song our hope abides, the red arrow rides, the red arrow rides. Batters away at blackened shield, the desert desert's master will never yield. To Rockholm's gate, to Glantry's tower, to Alfheim glades and twilight hour, they rode to sway the hearts of kings and bind the world with oath-bound rings. A storm of war, a tide unchained, the known world burned yet still remained. The juggernaut rolled, a god of brass, crushing cities beneath its mass. For when the call to stand arrives, it's not one sword, but many lives. Raise the banner, let it fly, from silver peaks to crimson sky. No tyrant reigns while truth survives. The red arrow rides, the red arrow rides, batters away at blackened shield. The desert's master will never yield. So mark the tale and sing it clear of those who fought, who would not fear. From dusk to dawn the fate decides, when the red arrow rides and the black shield abides.
Into the vale of Shale Norris came the Wizard of Scar, wishing to isolate himself from those who would be free. He called winter into stone. From winter's bosom he conjured black, ice rising into a wall to dam a valley, creating his hold. Then Garrus dreamt it open, halls from hunger, a crown from frost. Magritte set chain on that dream and claimed it as his own. Jimmo marched, the corridors learned to kill. From the walls crown nitrogen circles, owning the sky above. If we were chosen, I don't remember being asked, but regardless, to escape, we must stand. Unending teeth, unending teeth. We enter 'cause the veil won't let us leave. Unending teeth, unending teeth. The toll isn't cheap. The skies above belong to a dragon of frost. Only the frigid ground is ours to keep. Into the dark we must venture, through unending teeth, our ultimate adventure. Through unending teeth, through unending teeth, through unending teeth. Charcoal gauge has us now, the great doors shudder then seal. Breath turns to ghosts and hangs, the hall listens cold and still. Shadows to the north and south, iron leaves to the east, the path is shut. We read the frost for murder, slit the spike and learn the toll. Shards sing, the threshold bites, we bind the cut and go. The death trap opens like a temple with no god. Hair thin seams net the floor, chains vanish into frost. The room inhales, stone rushes in, then exhales slow. The floor tilts and drinks face our heat, the trench remembers names. Needles argue from the walls, a cold blue bolt keeps time. No chest, only bait, no favor, only less harm. We are smaller than the silence, and it never answers. So we learn the cadence, steal seconds from the gears, trade blood for passage, breath for one more step, and go. Unending teeth, unending teeth. We enter 'cause the veil won't let us leave. Unending teeth, unending teeth. The toll isn't cheap. The skies above belong to a dragon of frost. Only the frigid ground is ours to keep. Into the dark we must venture. Through unending teeth, our ultimate adventure. Through unending teeth. Through unending teeth. We came because the veil wouldn't let us leave. Doors closed behind us and name the dead. Threshold blood taught the lesson. The death trap taught the price. Scar raised the wall. Garrus dreamed it open. Magritte chained the dream. Jimar marched. Their quarrel made a maw, and we are caught between its teeth. Above, a white worm owns the sky. Below the gate, counts in teeth, not bells. Maps don't speak here, only numbers, steps, cuts, breach. No mercy answers back, no light but what we carry. Hope thins like steam on black ice, and still the way ahead is only unending teeth. We carve a corner from the cold, map a room into a home. Deal in iron, breath and silence, learn the faces we can trust. Sworn on shared rations, small fires, we make alliances in the frost. Rumors move like heat through gloves of elsewhere doors that drink the light of octagons and horrelled stone away beyond the veil's black bite. We keep a coin against the toll, a scrap of song to spend for luck. Hope is thin, but not yet gone. We hold it close and wonder. Unending teeth, unending teeth. We enter 'cause the veil won't let us leave. Unending teeth, unending teeth. The toll isn't cheap. The skies above belong to a dragon of frost. Only the frigid ground is ours to keep. Into the dark we must venture. Through unending teeth. Will we escape? Can we escape? Through unending teeth. Through unending teeth. We count by cuts and breaths. We bargain truth for passage. We bind, we rise, we walk because there's nowhere else to go. Will we escape? Can we escape? Charcoal gate and its unending teeth. It is our bane. It is our ever-waking pain. Home is but a distant dream.